Start listening to that guy that you recommended. But I haven't really watched much.
Hamza.
Yeah. Alright, what do we do? TFN. We may be live, just to warn you. Don't say anything that you wouldn't want your mother to hear. How the fuck do I view my own streams? Your channel.
Ooh. Making some big down movement.
Yeah, we were going. Holy smokes. Didn't even think that would work. Right. Where were we? Okay. The idea is we want to trade down into the single prints. The preference would be that we get a move above Asia High first. So let's keep an eye on this. I think this down move might just be a bit of inefficiency filling, a bit of excitement. So I've got the alert set. We just need to move above this level, and then we'll look for sells in this kind of area. Trading demo because I'm on a call, and I've done my target this month, so don't give me shit. I'm not talking to you, Elias, just in general. Can you tune into the live stream and tell me if it's showing the footprint?
Yeah, wait.
Because it looks like... oh yeah, it's caught up now. Fine. Alright.
Yeah, it shows the footprint.
Alright, good stuff. I think I'm gonna go grab a quick coffee. I think we'll have time. I don't think the setup will occur for another 5-10 minutes, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right. I'll be watching the ES Asia High, but if anyone tunes into the live stream, we're just waiting for an ES sell above this blue level. Where are we at? I've not got my coffee yet, but the kettle is boiling, so let's come back check on this. So the idea is that we get a move above the Asia high, but the market is going to be predisposed to move down. So we were kind of hoping for a liquidity grab. You know, a quick spike above this level here. What does the order flow say? It may just trade down completely. Now, what do we do if it doesn't take Asia high? Tough one. Because we could trade continuations down. So we'll just refresh the... I can see that there is somebody trying to build supply on Bookmap. See a seller building supply. And we have some support around 530 to 5301. So let's see. Let's not leap into sales just yet. So trading view, I just like make little annotations for myself. I know there's supply here. I know there's a seller building supply here. So let's see if it pushes through it and makes up there. And I'll go finish off my coffee, and hopefully it's not reached the level in the time, but I'll keep an eye on it. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you still.
Good, good. Alright, might be a long wait, but let's see. Might be a long wait, might be a short wait. What can we glean? The delta is positive. That's good. Now, given this, what we can glean from price action, we've got a kind of weak high here. It seems obvious that the market would perhaps take this before trading into the liquidity in the single print. But the market's also going to be predisposed to go down this morning, given that all the liquidity is underneath price. You can see that more clearly here. You know, all the way down in single print. So we will play this by ear. If, let's say it doesn't take Asia high, then what do we do? You know, do we trade continuations down into the liquidity and risk a down and up sweep? I don't really fancy it. I think the only trade I would want is a move above Asia high and then a sell. So we'll wait for that if it happens. But the market is going to be predisposed to go down, so it's going to take some kind of market participant to push this up, whether it be the composite man or some kind of market maker person. You ever heard that term, the composite man?
Didn't.
It's from
What is this?
It's from Wyckoff. He calls basically the market as a whole the composite man, because it's a, well, I guess he was talking 100 years or 150 years ago or whatever, when it was, he talks about men and not them. So we can call it the competent them. Or sorry, the composite them, not competent them. No, I think we'll stick to composite man. Wyckoff was this brilliant man, like just a genius. Probably like my biggest influence. That Jared Tendler from Mindset Stuff, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, the Market Wizards books, all those for inspiration, to kind of like keep you motivated through the hard times. Like I had a hard time yesterday, so I just need to like, sometimes you just need to read something for inspiration when that happens. You know, just take a hit, just take it like a man. So we did notice some absorption here. Which resolved this unfinished auction. Got a finished auction here. Now we've got a choice to make. Let's say the market doesn't trade above Asia high. Do we trade continuations down into the single print? So it's quite a tough call.
It is.
Right now, orders are broadly positive. The order book is broadly, the DOM is broadly positive. But it's dynamic. It's not staying that way. It's kind of just in balance. So let's see. Obviously, this area is our target, obviously. And the market has resolved this unfinished auction already, so yeah. I think in this circumstance we could, I don't know, man. Tough one. Already got a bit of CVD divergence. Yes, that's CVD divergence, so that's bullish. Notice how this low and this low is lower, but it has a higher CVD, so I think that is indicative of move up, but we'll see. I can see there's a seller building at 5307 spot 50. 5307 spot 50 makes sense. Let's just wait. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, we will get up at least to 5305. At least. But I think we will take Asia high.
The only thing that I can be certain about is that in the London session we will trade down on ES. You know, by the end of the London session, we're probably going to be lower than we are now.
Hmm.
Due to all the liquidity, which is all the way down to 5293. So I'll just take a snapshot of that just to remind us what we're doing. I noticed the buyer got absorbed as well. At this time, during the ETH for ES, you can do auto tick level 1. When it gets to New York session, I like to do 2. For NQ, pretty much always 4, sometimes 2 for the ETH. And here we come up. You can almost use that as a signal to go up. We've now created a base on this spike in volume here. I kind of think of Footprint like bric-a-brac. They just kind of build on top of each other and below each other. It's a very simple way of looking at Footprint, but it's effective. That was the absorption at the top. That was a minor absorption at the bottom. Now it's going to be very interesting if we trade above Asia high. So, yes. What do we have above Asia high? 5315 seems a bit high. I think we just play it by ear, see what happens. There's the only obvious thing was an HVN up here, but you know, we'll just try and read the order flow in the moment and see what happens. Right now it's just a boring wait, and I can't speed it up, unfortunately. I guess we can just take a look at the new flow chart. It's for setup 4. Okay, I'll mark identify 2 things: the liquidity pool that sticks out in Bookmap and a strong confluence level to trade from. Blah 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 blah. Right. Does this make sense? Just give me a ding if we hit Asia high. By the way, please do not stay silent. What is wrong with me? Why can't I put this on a lower? I guess it is somewhat. No, that didn't work. Yeah, it's a bit better. That's better. Okay, I think we can download that. These are just drafts. They can always be changed. How's ES doing? So, absolutely nothing.
Probably will take some time.
Yeah, well, just gotta be patient, I guess. It's very helpful to like work on other things while you wait, so you don't get antsy. What I often do is if I watch price, I'm like, I get more and more tempted to trade it. So that's not what you want to do. You want to be doing something else. Whilst just set alerts. This is why I like to like tell people to trade setup one first, because it kind of gets you in the mindset of not watching charts and setting alerts. Like for this, we don't really need to do anything. We don't need to be watching the footprint as it goes up. We already know that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Why is this so fucking slow, man? I think I better set a task for next week's psychology call. Hey, you didn't dial in. Was that a bad timing, or just not fancy it?
It's Monday,
Yeah.
or like I said, I had an appointment, so I wasn't
Okay.
able to join in.
Yeah, it's no worries.
I was not at home,
It's all recorded anyway.
so I think next week
That'd be good.
should be.
I'm trying to encourage people to do mindfulness as well, but nobody's interested. Have you done any?
We
Have you done?
should post something.
Huh?
We should post something in there. Or
No, mindfulness. Like I'm sharing all my like daily mindfulness stuff through this app called Medito, which is free.
hmm?
So you can just do like 10 minutes a day, and it's just like learning to clear your mind and notice your emotions. I think it's really helpful for a trader. So what we're doing here,
It's
process.
completely free.
It's
You
totally
said
free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's really good as well. It's not annoying like Headspace. I don't know if you've
always
I don't know
search
if you've
for an
tried.
app which is free.
Yeah, I don't know if you've tried Headspace, but I found it extremely annoying. I can't tell you why. I don't know if it's like the Midlands accents or something. Okay, why can't I copy that file? Because it's in a different thing.
What was the name of the app?
Medito. It's on the mindfulness section. Wait, is something happening?
Huge bull move.
Oh, okay. So we've got the things downloaded. I think we should focus on the actual task at hand now. Yeah, time 3. Okay, that's good. That means we can now. I'll bring out Bookmap as well, just so we've got an eye on this. Good stuff. Means we're very likely to move above Asia high now. Now, where was that swing high? We need to also be cognizant of this. I don't think it'll move above this. I think it may move near. But that's the kind of zone I'm watching. So let's say 5308 to 5310. I'll write that down. Because that's a high volume node. And then above that could go up to 5313 spot 75. This is good. This is nice and clean setup. Really. Sorry, I was on mute. I was just saying stacked and balanced. Let's see if we base on top of this. What's your thoughts, Elias? Looks like we're gonna pump.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Some action. I like action. So generally, you'll find reversals happen either on the hour or on the half hour, sometimes on the quarter hour. But these are... market just tends to do that. It likes the kind of round numbers. And here we go with the bill move. I'll put this chart on another screen so I just got a frame of reference. Oh, fuck, I can't do it. So we'll just watch. I guess the area could be in this hole. What I may do is test that high and use it as like a double top for later, you know? So we can't jump the gun on this one. The only thing we know this morning is the market is going to be predisposed to go down. That's due to the liquidity in the single print. So any move up is a selling opportunity. So we'll try and do this one strict by the book. What we might do is put one contract in on an aggressive entry, and then the majority of the contracts in on the conservative entry, something like that. That's what I quite like to do. Was that like, what do you mean, or or a...
No,
okay.
it was a let's try.
Okay, good. It was a kind of rising so I thought it was like a, what are you talking about, kind of
I'm always waiting for full confirmation. So
Indeed. We can kind of zoom into Bookmap as well to see any dynamics that occur. What I see is just to zoom in, I see somebody at 5135 wanting to sell above the high. I don't think we'll get up there. Now we could test this high. That's totally possible. I guess we just need to be patient. Coffee number 3. I drink way too much coffee, man. My kind of, what I do is, I don't eat in the morning. I don't like eating in the morning first thing, so I just drink coffee. Then usually around midday, 1 o'clock, I'll have some kind of giant meal that's like got a lot of protein and fat. Like lots of eggs with, you know, cooked in butter. You know, maybe some ham or some serrano ham or something. Maybe a piece of bread. Maybe, just depends. But yeah, it depends how you like your eggs. I was kind of doing omelets for a while, and I've kind of moved over to fried eggs over medium. But how do you like your eggs? You must
scrambled.
eat eggs scrambled always.
Always scrambled.
Oh man, it's boring.
No, what are fried eggs?
I mean, yeah, my basic thing is kind of just, I'll take 3 or 4 eggs. Well, I'll whisk them up. I'll get the butter nice and hot in the frying pan, and then pour in my eggs, stir it around, and I'll kind of make it into a kind of omelette-y thing. But I think a strict omelette has to have something in it. It can't just be eggs. So you know, it's kind of like scrambled eggs, I guess. But I I eat eggs every day. Like, I don't think there's been a day I haven't eaten eggs for the last 6 months.
It's an
Probably.
easy meal.
Well, it's like full nutrition, you know.
Hmm.
It's
Agree on
it,
that.
it's got protein. It's got a ton of vitamins, choline. It's like a complete nutrition in a package. And they're trying to force us to eat like fake meat that's got 1,000 ingredients, impossible meat.
Yeah.
You know, that's got like, you look at the ingredients list and it's like 600 ingredients, and that's supposed to be better for us. I mean, for fuck's sake, do you think I'm a fucking idiot eating impossible meat beyond burgers? Like, do you actually notice if we go on Bloomberg Terminal, Beyond Meat is the most shorted stock currently in the world, or it was the last time I checked, is either Impossible or Beyond Meat, or one of those two that was the most shorted stock by hedge funds. In fact, we could probably show you that now. I don't want to miss the trade, so maybe we'll do it later. But what we've got is the OpenBB, which is like an open source version of
Hmm.
Bloomberg Terminal, and it's really cool. Thing is, Bloomberg Terminal is can't remember the price, but you only get it if you're like a bank. I mean, you could get it as a home user, but it's something like 10 grand a month or something absurd. But for a trader, it's really useful, especially if you want to, or an investment person, because you can work out, you can do a lot of manipulations with current data. You can even see like satellite data on it and like check the weather on it. It's amazing. So that's like for your energy traders, you know, if some kind of weather is changing, they might trade
Hmm.
oil or natural gas or heating oil off the back of that. Companies like BP or Shell or anyone like that will have energy traders working for them full time.
Hmm. And they're trading energy the whole day.
I think so. I mean, I guess their job is like hedging and providing stable prices. If it's in the UK about a year ago, something like 20 energy companies went bust.
Hmm.
And it was because they were buying off the spot market and they had agreed prices with their customers that were low, but the spot market was low at the time. And then the spot market for natural gas went like parabolic, so they couldn't match their books and they went bust. But the established energy companies were using futures and forwards to stabilize their price. So yeah, you'll find often your energy bill is quite sticky because of this. Like, even though natural gas and things like that might be quite low, your energy bill may not reflect that until a year later because they're using forwards and futures to stabilize the price. But yeah, we should look at natural gas as well at some point. It's there, but I've not done any analysis on it whatsoever. But I think it's a good asset to trade because I've looked a little bit on Bookmap at natural gas. Let's have a look. What's the? Do you know the symbol off the top of your head?
Of what?
Natural gas. NG something something. Let's check.
NGK.
Henry Hub. What the fuck is Henry Hub? Do you know what that means? NGK.
I don't know.
And is it on the NYMEX or? Do you know offhand if it's CBOT or NYMEX? I guess it'll be NYMEX.
Nymex.
NGK4. Okay, got that open. Wow. can almost see a trade for natural gas at the moment as well. All right, let's keep the task at hand. Okay, we're nearly there. I can see sellers lining up at 5,310. That's quite interesting. Sellers lining up here. We're currently just building on top of this candle, this imbalance. This imbalance supported, we built up, supported on VWAP, now supported on this imbalance. CVD going up. RSI, not meant to be there, but RSI is only for setup 3. And it's only for hidden divergence, pro trend. That's the only thing we use it for. I noticed the bit of a delta flip here. How can we make this live stream more interesting? I guess I'll just recap like what our plan was today. Yes, we have a plan. We're gonna sell into the single print. Yes, we know our buy zone was correct. This iceberg has sent us back up into last Thursday and Friday's balance. So that's institutional buying. UB has an opportunity to buy pro trend down in the single print. So I've got an alert on this week low. UB is quite bullish. And that's all really. NQ, I think, is going to pump one more time up into this inefficiency because there's an unfinished auction up here. So that'll probably be in the news. During the news, not in the news. So let's say some affirmations. I will not FOMO. I will not jump the gun. I will not take aggressive sells before we're ready. I will remember the loss I took yesterday and how much it stung. Got any good affirmations? Those weren't very good.
No, really.
I don't do affirmations. I don't talk to myself in the mirror and say, "You're a fucking lion." You know. Maybe I should.
You know David Goggins?
Yeah. He's a bit full on. You know. I respect what he's doing, but it's like he needs to chill out a bit and stop like he talks about his ultra marathons and he's like, oh well, I had a broken leg, but I hadn't finished the ultra marathon, so I just hopped on one leg and finished it, and then I did it again just to prove me something. It's like, okay, man, chill out. You know, I think I understand his mentality. I am quite similar in some ways. I kind of always on kind of like it's like creating your own pain, so that you don't experience pain from doing nothing. I don't know. It's quite hard to put into words. But like doing nothing without goals, that's equals depression, right? If you just do
Hmm.
nothing, if you just sit around and watch TV, you'll be depressed. If you don't have goals that you're working towards, you'll be depressed. It's as simple as that. Even if you're working towards your goals, but you're not making money, I was still quite. My first year, I was working towards becoming a good trader. My first year full time. I was sucking at it. I was losing money. I wasn't consistent, but I wasn't unhappy about it. I knew I was on a journey, kind of thing. I just kept reading market wizards and I kept the end in mind. What it looks like to be successful.
Hmm.
But right now we're just waiting. Sometimes maybe go with the M5 chart. We can see it's built a little high volume base. So this should be the kind of immediate support. What do you think about David Goggins?
Mm.
I'm not shit talking
Interesting
him, by the
person.
way. Yeah,
No, no.
I just think he's maybe a little full on, and he's
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
agree on that. He's talking very aggressively, and sometimes he talks a bit too much.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, like to be that motivated
Yeah.
and to be able to push through pain like that. So it is quite inspirational in a way. I do quite listening to like interviews when he's in, but I've kind of heard him quite a few times now, and
Mm.
I don't really want to hear his stories much more. I've got the gist of it. I get it. You like pushing yourself. you know, Message received. I don't know. Might read his book. It might just make me feel inadequate. All these ultra marathons and triathlons and what have you.
Mm.
I should probably start doing more of that. I'm really unfit. See all this back trouble I've been having recently. I'm
Mm.
100% certain that's just related to sedentary.
Can be.
The live stream has one viewer, and I think that's me.
Oh man.
One day. You
One
just gotta
day
keep
there
going,
will.
man. You just gotta keep creating content. Thing is, my
Yeah.
content is extremely dry. It's not like, exciting, you know. It's not like I don't have a studio. I don't. I don't really show my own face. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should promise guys making 50K per day, like all these smart money concept traders.
Well, yeah, I put that in my video. Oh, we're moving down. What happened here? This is unfinished. Let's have a look at M15. That's an unfinished auction at this high. I think it's just a bit of accumulation right now, really. I think this high needs to be retested. I don't really believe this yet. What we can do is watch the retest of this level. We've determined this is like a high volume node. This was a very aggressive selling that's coming in. Extremely aggressive. I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, does that mean we should sell? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think we just wait for now.
Yep.
When you see this kind of flurry of excitement, it's very tempting to like say, "Wow, okay, the sale's on," but and it might be. I mean, if we let's say we have a negative delta on this candle and it fails to close above this, then I would say you could probably go for it. But this is also an unfinished auction. We should probably stick to the plan.
Yeah.
I think this is maybe a bit of inducement. More aggressive selling. What's the time? 9 o'clock. Tough one. Where's Asia Low? Asia Low is strictly speaking, this is Asia Low. No, it's not. This, I guess this is Asia Low.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess this is at midnight. Strictly speaking, that is it. So, at the moment, all we've done is kind of support from Asia Low. So he's come back up now. Now there's aggressive buying. So, just get rid of some of this shit. Now, if we push through this imbalance, then the bull move up above Asia high is probably likely. If this delta remains negative on this imbalance, I would say sales are on. Oh, it's super tempting.
Yeah.
You know,
You're waiting for something. Yeah.
sometimes these moves are just generated just to get the FOMO people in. I don't think it's. I mean, we'll see if it breaks this imbalance. At the moment, delta's positive. This is a high volume node, so this is their kind of support and resistance. if the delta is negative on this 3-minute close, then yeah, I think you probably sell. But at the moment, it's highly positive, and aggressive buying is coming in. Aggressive buyer here, here. Sorry, I've been talking this whole time on mute. I was talking about cable and how it's likely to, what I think on the release, the GDP release, is probably likely to fill this single print above this London high from yesterday, and then probably resume bearish. So I can see it up near 1 point. I think it may go up to 1.27 ish, and then dump after the news. That's my view on cable.
Ultra bond is going down. I think you muted yourself.
Okay, sorry. I was marking out the single print, which is here. So maybe we get an ultra bond buy. I'll just see how that looks. Yeah, there's a ton of liquidity overhead. There is a buyer below here. So I want to see a quick spike down into here.
ES is pumping.
Is it? Oh shit. It's all happening. I think we'll just focus on ES.
Yeah.
Everything